before I get too enthralled with this, I better show you guys what this kind of looks like, because a lot of people are curious. Yeah, I don't know how long this thing's been off the, been off that system, but the brakes on this side too are paper thin. So yeah, kind of makes me wonder that they kind of drove this car into the ground. So, but yeah, this side is actually better than the right, believe it or not. And someone down in the comment section, I'm not going to use your name because I didn't ask for permission, but thank you for letting me know. There are springs on these for like shock absorption, like extra shock absorption. The 57 Oldsmobile Super 88 has those as well on her both front and back hubs. I think that's kind of stupid. So, and again, that turns. This one's about to turn. But I think also too that this is a newer hub. Matches the car, but I know this has got some water damage and everything, but this is newer and it's a little thicker, and this one's older and a little thinner. So yeah, you can kind of tell the difference. So she must have had a issue on her left side at one time. It kind of tells me that she may have a hard life at one point. And of course too, something could have happened. But also too, I was inspecting the steering system, and it doesn't appear to have much of anything other than just the alignment bar, because that's a little newer right there, the alignment bar and the tie rods. So, but also too was a little gummed up from steering left and right. I know I'm a one-man army. Bear with me here without getting cut on the glass. But as you can see, she sure turned left and right very freely now. Just kind of did some stuff here and there, and some 10W40'd into certain sections, and kind of re-lubed it up. So yeah, it'll turn just fine now. So I guess what's going to happen when I get that on, since this video for Sunday is going to be a little lackluster, because I haven't had time to work on anything this week, plus it rained for the last couple of days and even today. I'm going to jack up the back, block it up, and well, I think I'm going to try to start working on the back fenders, but also to measure the back. I may have to quote-unquote, rob the rear axle out from underneath the 47 Lincoln. It's not the original axle, it's a 9-inch someone put underneath it, and it's just barely in there. So I'll jack her up and probably take out the rear axle if the width matches the back, and if it does, then I'll try to identify the rear axle and get it for this, or get one for this. Yeah, so I'll put this down now, get some work done, and get the car jacked up, and then we'll inspect underneath the car. Because when we got it, just picked it up with the loader, put it on the trailer, unloaded it, dragged it over, and never seen underneath this car yet. So we're all about to find out, see on what she's like. Well, here we go. First time I ever looked underneath the car, and the drive shaft's still in it. I never thought of it, but yeah, there it is. I don't know if it's like loose or anything, kind of. So starting the back, I guess. So I also need to do some assessment on how I'm going to, well, figure out how to unlock this rear axle. And I still want to put a Ford 9-inch back here. So, oh yeah, gas tank's no good. I can't figure that. Oh, look at that. Someone popped some holes in it to drain the gas out of it. Yeah, look at that. I'll probably have a custom gas tank built for this and then have like a skid system in the back. So that way it kind of wraps up in the front and then goes out to the back. So that way it protects the gas tank. Oh, look at that. Yeah. She's not going anywhere. Oh wow, my entire drive shaft's still there. That's still good. I'll grab that and yank it out and I'll mark it. Because if I eventually don't use that, someone else probably could. Well, you know something? I see a weld on that. I don't know if it's factory or not. Someone might have welded that. Oh, hold on here. Oh, hold on here. Looks like someone did some shaft work on it. And that, oh, okay, you know what? I don't think that drive shaft's good because I can see it's lightly bent. Yeah, I can see it from here, but when I pull it out, I'll double check. Because even the, oh, damn, I don't know. That thing does look bent, doesn't it? I'm going to try to get it up level. We'll go with that front. We'll go to the front in a moment. So, let's see here. My shock system is actually all there. First, let's look in the back. Oh, so that's where the bolts are for the fenders. Looks like this is attached for a holder. Okay. Very clever how GM did that. So, let's see here. Gosh, I don't know where to start, really. It's like a kid at candy store. Oh. Laying on a sticker patch, go figure. Okay. Crawl around here. So, sending you guys in. So, yeah, looks like that's complete. Both sides. I need to tip up my hat here. I don't know how things are gonna look. Frame looks pretty damn good so far. But I won't know once I get the body off the frame, once I get the body complete. Yeah. Because when I fix the body, you know, I'll have to level it out and everything, so that way it's level from front to back. Yeah. So what's this bar right here? Yeah, what is this bar right here? Oh, okay. Okay. So, I want to keep these back, this old brake system, because I really have to do some sort of a conversion kit in order to have this more modernized. Yeah. So it looks like some sort of a green. Huh. Yeah, I don't have much room between the frame and this rear axle. Yeah. Well, this is definitely not going to be a cheap content Sunday. There's a lot of stuff to go over on the car. Yeah. I wonder how I could break this. I don't know, I'm kind of scared too. But I need to do measurements from inside of the hub to the other inside of the hub and see if there's like a Ford axle out there someplace that'll fit underneath this. So I know 57 to like 62 is just about the same thing. Yeah, because Cherry Bomb Victoria, the Fairlane Ranchero, Red Rose, Drama Queen, all pretty much have like the same kind of rear axles. I can't remember if 64s are different. We'll just have to measure and find out. Because, you know, we got them all. So, kind of look underneath, I guess. Just when I go back and review the video, we'll, you know, look at it as well. But from what I can tell from right here, the back of the body is pretty damn good. I don't see no warp or anything, but when I take off the fenders, because grab you guys right here, my hand might be on the camera. My hands will stop shaking. So looks like that's yeah. I'm gonna have to take this off. Yeah. Looks like there's a rubber seal right there too. I wonder how thick that rubber seal was between the fender and the body. Yeah. That's interesting. There's a cab mount and cab bolt. Alright. Man. So it looks like GM shared a lot of the brake system, and from like 41 to I think 47, 48. It almost looked like the same damn thing. Now go over here. I gotta be careful because there's some glass. Of course, this is the side where it was in the water, towards the water. Oh, yeah. I gotta bend. Okay. Stick out of the way so it doesn't spear me. Oh. So, and as I'm looking, I'm also learning about the car too. Oops, just gonna get in here. Oh my! Look at the holes I'm gonna have to fix. I knew they were bad, but wow. And just think, some people take that fiberglass stuff and just put it in. A lot of people do the cheap route, even body filler. Yeah. That's too bent to get back there. I'm not gonna risk it in case there's a yellow jacket nest back there too. Well, if there was, they probably would have swarmed me by now. But of course too, I've run into some docile hives too. Okay, right, there's another cab mount, perpendicular from each other. This is good. And again, she's not going anywhere. I did a pretty good earthquake test. Yeah. Solid as a rock. I wonder how big these are. Yeah. It's like an outside nut, an inner wing nut. Well, okay, right here's the nut. And this is all one piece. Okay. Interesting. I'm not going to cut the brake cables unless if I have to. But I know for a fact that they're no good themselves. But, you know, the lengthwise, because I want to put a better brake system on this. An emergency brake system. I know you just have to pull a cable and stuff like that, but I want to make sure that this little girl needs to stop at a dime, or at least have a reliable e-brake in case if I have brake failure, because I don't want to be like a red car being driven by idiots. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, that bar system. Here, I want to get you guys past the leaf spring. Yeah, look at that. You can really see them hammering at that son of a gun. Oh my God. Yeah, you can really see it. Sorry for the angle. Hope that doesn't get anyone dizzy. Yeah. And for this car, for holding dirt and vegetation, that floorboard's still good. But that's eye surface. I'm gonna actually have to test and see which is weak and everything and replace stuff. Yeah, man. Look at the room I have back here. Just look at the room. And that's a huge pumpkin too. Yeah, that's original Cadillac rear axle. I don't know anything on those rear axles at all, period. Because right there's the insert, you know, to test it, and right there's a drain plug underneath too. Yeah. Okay. So looking at the drive shaft on this side, it's actually kind of warped. That's factory welding I see right there, but slightly warped. I'll still keep it back for lengthwise for a reference, because you can lightly straighten that and then get an idea. But yeah, it's that thing's warped. It's no good for nobody. Yeah, it's too bad. And the kind of X-frame like it's on this, also on the 58 Biscayne. I want to kind of mock too for the Galaxy frame for the 58 Biscayne. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the front here shortly. That's what's touching my head with the weed dangling. Okay. So you guys are close to stuff. Hopefully don't get too dizzy. I don't see no yellow jacket nest or nothing. I'm gonna try to keep my hands still though. Yeah. And this was the side that was in the water. There's also lights on line 2 that I found some OEMs. So it looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, maybe 15 bolts holds on this fender. That's what it looks like. I'll find out more in time, but yeah. Oh, my lens is dirty. Okay. Now let me look at the lens here. I don't know why it's dirty. Huh. Hold on, guys. Finger coming your way. That's better. So, yeah, I'm learning a lot as I'm looking underneath here. I don't know if I'm going to have to mock it over there for the car for the 9-inch. That's a pretty thick weld there. I want to crawl over that way, but there's a sticker patch over right there, and I don't want to get a back or a belly full. So, yeah. So let's see here. Rubber, okay. That is petrified. Why'd they put rubber there? Yeah. Yeah, that side has it too. Oh, on top and bottom, okay. Interesting. Yeah. Well, she needs new leaf springs, both sides, because they're no good, they're shot. The brake system right here and everything, I'll take this all out, and of course I'll mark it from left to right. I'll keep it back and refurbish them in case I get another Cadillac that I may want to turn original. This system right here, I'll have to figure out on its importance, because it's held together, you know, it's held on as is with the U-bolts, you know, with the axle bolts. But I don't know on this, the importance on the sway bar. That's easily maybe 3.5 or 4 foot long. I'm not quite sure. I'd say maybe 3.5. Yeah, getting to the camera there. Yeah, look at that. I'm thinking. I'm really thinking. So, okay, what's gonna happen is when Tucker's here, you know, I'll clean all the stickers and everything, because he'll be here hopefully this weekend. But we'll measure from side to side, and then we'll get a general idea, and then, you know, we'll release the information online on stuff. You know what? I think this might be seized as well. Yeah, because look at that. So I'll have to do the same thing. These hubs are also no good too, because they've been sitting down on the ground for quite some time, and because you can also see that they're lightly oval too. So I'll have to get some sort of a breaker bar system. I'll have to see about getting some bigger socket, well, some bigger sockets in order to fit onto that. I'll have to have Tucker get a caliper, and we'll take pictures and go from there. Oh, real fast light. I see some drain plugs. Yeah. Right there's one. Right there's another. Huh. So some of our drain plugs are still in it. Oh, I see another one too. I don't know. Kind of right there, that little black knob. Yeah. Another drain plug. Amazing. Even though she's rusted and kind of beat up, some of the stuff in this car is still good. I am absolutely surprised. Oh god, there's a sticker. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Now I'll go to the front here and check. Darn allergies. So, a light band right here. A lot of the frame still looks phenomenal. All except for that cut and torch damage. I wonder. I may have to fix that and box it in. But I've never really done that stuff before. I'll get into the car just a little bit more. Oh. Yeah. Well, her e-brake system is still there. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, the e-brake system is still, it's still 100% there. I normally see them cut her people taking stuff off of them. But yeah, I'll need to take off that drive shaft. I can see it from right here. She's bent. She is no good. Factory weld back there, grease insert. Yeah. Not bad, really. Yeah. Oh, right here's another cab mount, so that means perpendicular from each other. Normally the standard for Ford, Chevrolet, and Dodge. Oh, some bends over there on the frame too. Huh. Okay. So the other side is going to pretty much look the same thing. So I'm kind of going to the front here. Oh, learned a lot. Also showing a lot too. Ah, darn stickers. Ooh, on the elbow. So let's see here. Oh, also too, we'll have to move some vehicles back over to the line because I gotta get my roof fixed. We'll talk about that a little later, or I will. So and if you're ever curious on where the VINs are, I'm gonna hide mine. They're right here on top of on the steering box. That or the engine, but of course too, my engine is gone. So, but yeah, she's definitely 42. Thought she was a 46 or 47 at first, and 41, and I misread it, and then someone pointed me stuff out, and yeah, she's a 42. So let's get this weed out of the way. Can I get this thing out of the way, kind of? So, yeah, she's completely cut on both right there. It's gonna be interesting to fix it, because looks like I can fix this one right here maybe, but I'll have to figure out how to box it, because some of this frame are what I have to box anyways, because it's going to get a 428. I know if some people have already complained about it, but I was like, well, I lost my 472 engines, both blocks, and I can't find any more decent ones, and if I do find one, I have to pay over $2,000 for a freight, and I don't have those kind of clams. So I have access to a 428. So yeah. And the welding on the frame, yeah, I'll have to continue the welds right here, finish them out without causing any extra stress and stuff. Of course, I'll have to test the metal integrity on the frame. Unless I somehow get lucky and find another frame, then I'll keep this one back. Less work, but I never really noticed that there's a drive shaft there, and if there was, I have completely and totally forgotten about it. But yeah, look at that. The entire cable system is still there, but I had to cut it in order to get some stuff out. So it's real interesting. Really interesting. So yeah, not cheap content for Sunday. I've learned a lot, shown a lot, and here comes the wind picking up a lot. So of course, holes for the heater system, but I'll make something a little different. But yeah, as you can see, you know what? I didn't cut the cable. Yeah, I cut that, but not that. So the entire e-brake system is intact, but it's probably no good. It's probably rusted and seized, but who knows? It's not usable ever again. Oh yeah, This had park, neutral, drive, low, reverse all the way over to the side. So alrighty. Yeah, I gotta get that gunk out. That's gonna be the next chore amongst everything. Because before next Sunday's video, you're gonna see this yard all cleaned up and stuff moved, and probably a new roof on my house because it's damaged. So real fast, like let's see here. 76 Roadrunner is going to have to go over to the line along with the 73. Of course, the Biscayne, since I can't find no fenders and cheap freight. Well, I shouldn't say cheap, but reasonable freight, because everyone wants over 500 on up for freight for fender. It's irritating me. Once I get that chopped up and everything here in the next couple weeks, I'm gonna get the frame on, you know, underneath that, and then yank it over our dad's highboy on over. I'll put that in the front of the row, and then the 62, yeah, 62 Buick, that's Bonneville, and of course the razor tail will go on over. Now still make some room to get the Cyclone GT out on over here. So yeah, I have to cut back on a few project cars and kind of go from there. But we want to put this out into the front of the row because I know Tucker wants, well actually, you know what, no, I take that back. It's not that one. It's the 67 Mustang. We got to keep that, but we got to move that out of the way. But the 67 Mustang, I need to borrow a rear axle, put on it, move her around, and yank out the engine, put her in the row, at least in the front for the time being, and then get stuff organized so Tucker can work on the kit car, get that out of here finally, because it's been almost 2 years. And then the 51 Vicky will go right there. And once I get stuff organized and this where she can fully move, then she'll go over there someplace. But I think I want to keep that area right there open so I can get a vehicle in and out, so I can put it on the cement pad and yank out an engine and do stuff. So already today has ended. Tomorrow hopefully you get to see Tucker. If not, then I'll try to do some measurements on my own and kind of go from there. So again, right there's, whoops, if I can get myself out of the way. Yeah, that one's free. And of course, this is from last week. So I guess that's how the cookie crumbles today. So let's see what happens tomorrow, and hopefully it's not raining too much, because right there's a major thunderhead moving in. Well, it's the next day and I finally have him involved.
Finally back home.
Yep, and you'll be home every weekend now until further notice, traveling around. So before we get to the Cadillac and everything, because I'll put chapters in this, you want to talk a little bit more about the Parklane, and was it Drama Queen as well, or just Parklane at the moment? Because we've spoken about Drama Queen a lot, because I'm about ready to do stuff on her too. Yeah, because I'm about to get everything cleaned up over here this coming week and move things around. Oh yeah, the heads are still there. I've been so busy. Yeah, stuff is. You want me to keep the heads or toss them?
We actually clean it.
Okay.
Let's clean it up, take a flashlight to it. If you don't see any cracks, it might.
Yeah, I know the intakes, it's fine. Those damn things could be out and about and cleaned up, but I need to get that inside. The boat anchor, I just set it there, and I even used the, well, I'm going to be using that for other things, but the cherry picker.
Yeah, for as much damage as that is, I got spares.
Yeah, someone asked, like, how come I left it there? It's like, well, I've been busy. I'm a one-man army. I'm trying to build up the channel so that way he could join me. Not complaining, no way, shape, or form. It's just, you know, it's a slow process. It is what it is. So, Parklane, what'd you want to talk about it for?
Well, it's definitely going to be getting a Super Cobra Jet 428. And
oh, so you changed it?
Yeah, but it's going to have two four barrels on it.
So you're gonna keep it an automatic then?
Yes, I don't. I was advised to keep these kind of cars automatic. Do not change it to a 4-speed manual, just on the simple fact you can ruin the value.
Yeah. So I don't know what kind of automatic will be out there to handle a Super Cobra Jet. So instead of a
go look at there's a 56 in town with a Cobra Jet 428.
well, that's a 4-speed though.
We can still find out.
Well, he knows his stuff. He'll tell us. Yeah, Buck will tell us. Yeah, because you kind of wanted to talk about this, but also too, you're exhausted at the same time.
Yeah.
So we'll just kind of wing it a little bit as a bonus thing.
An 8-hour drive.
Yeah. Oh, that's one for your other 56, the sedan. I put it right there.
Oh, yeah.
So I gotta get stuff off the ground this week and move vehicles because
Yeah, those almost look similar, don't they?
same year, just different chrome style. 55, 56 is the same thing except for chrome.
Yeah.
And the trim level. Because the front,
well, I kind of figured that's a low level Ford versus a higher level.
yeah. Yeah, just trim package. Yeah, I could show all of you real fast. 55 and 56, you know, almost pretty much the same thing of low tier. And here you got the top of the line trim package.
I still have to sort through all the chrome, make sure what I got.
Yeah, I put a lot of it up and inside.
The 55 Ford Dash, I think I'll just go ahead and restore that. Just
we'll keep it back just in case, because even though we're done collecting cars right now, but once we get bigger, we'll start looking around at others and
not worried about the tailgate. I got one right over there that's interchangeable.
Yeah, we'll take whatever's off this tailgate because it's just no good. So, since you're gonna put a Super Cobra Jet into this, what else were you gonna do to it then?
Probably look around for a
vintage AC, wasn't it?
Well, yeah, that.
Yeah. Yeah, because we don't know if this even had vintage AC. No, it didn't, because the panel on it wasn't taken out.
No.
No. Yeah, because like I said earlier in the video, you know, other vehicles will be moved, and then we'll start jumping around on everything. And Cadillac's gonna come. The 42 Cadillac's gonna come very first, and then yeah, I'm almost done cleaning up stuff. Like I said, I'm a one-man army, but Cherry Bomb Victoria is gonna be making her way back into online media again. So all of these cars out here, I'll be jumping around a lot, but this coming month, it has to be the Cadillac. So try to get as much done on that, along with another car with a frame which is a 68. So what else did you want to recap on this?
Well, the frame over there on the other 56 is interchangeable.
Yeah.
So tomorrow I'm thinking I'm going to tear everything out of that, see what's in there, go from there.
Yeah.
I saw some old 4-barrels in there. I'm kind of itching to take a look at.
Yeah, because we had a lot of new subscribers asking about this, and that's why, you know, do some repeats here and there, and we're happy to do so.
I paid $500 for the body for this. Then he remembered he had a frame down there. He sold that to me for another $500. And then come to pick it up, he decided he wasn't going to bother cutting the body off, so he just left the body on there, which is fine. I got extra sheet metal. I can do
free, yeah, free body. Yeah. Well, actually, no, we gave $1 for it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was pretty much 501.
I don't remember.
Well, we're like that. We don't get stuff for free. It's like the Galaxy, the 64 Galaxy. It's like, I'll give it to you for free. It's like, nah, well, what do you think? It's like, I don't know. It's like $1. It's like, okay.
I think I saw original radio in that other one too.
Yeah, it's got a lot of original stuff on the dash. They'll actually complete this one.
Yep,
pretty much the same thing, but
well, there's a difference between 56 and 55s. I mean, there's a 55 right there.
Well, I'm talking about the 56 parts car.
Well, I think there's a lot of similar stuff. Just
we'll have to compare before we actually confirm that and everything, because we'll.
Oh, I got a pretty good idea.
Dang it. Okay. Yeah, not much to recap. but move this around. I'll put some tires on it and position it just right.
Doors, whatever's on that floorboard, I'm gonna cut out. Firewall's automatic. I mean, you could peek in there, you can see it like a big old.
Yeah.
Reminds me of a lightsaber cut.
Yeah, but yeah, reposition it just right over here, and so that way I could take it off this frame. We don't know what this frame is to, but it's actually, he said it was good. We'll save it back for something, but we just don't know what it is yet until we take, you know, the Parklane off. So, but yeah, so you really want to do a Super Cobra Jet in there. All right. So instead of a 420,
you gotta have something to make it move.
True. You know how many Super Cobra Jets we're about to freaking have? I mean, this is gonna have a Super Cobra Jet, Drama Queen Super Cobra Jet.
Definitely that.
Biscayne's gonna be a Super Cobra Jet, but kind of yes and no with Cherry Bomb Victoria. It's like a Super Cobra Jet, but not quite. It's an Interceptor Cobra Jet, Police Interceptor Cobra Jet. The 64 Mercury Monterey Marauder is going to have a Super Cobra Jet. What else was there?
Pickup, I have a 460 lined up for it. I'm just going to leave the 4-barrel on it. I kind of figured that's going to be hot enough for a pickup that size.
Oh, for the 48, yeah.
That might be scary.
Yep. In the future, I thought about maybe 2000.
My friend took one, had a 500 Caddy in his, and yeah, you hung on to your seat in that thing.
Yeah, they're light, very light. By about 2025, I'm going to look around.
Oh, you left a dash? Are you not sitting out?
Oh, I set it there a couple days ago. I had it over at one spot, then moved it again. But about 2025, I'm going to start using some connections that we have up in Canada to look around for a 48 Mercury, the M1. Of course, I want a half-ton, so all the other Mercuries can wait. But anything else that you kind of want to recap on this? Sorry that we're kind of lost for words. It just we've talked about this car so much and everything, and you know, it's like, well, what else is there to really say on it? I mean, for the new subscribers,
I want to find a good spot to take the body off, and then when I get the frame off that, I want this body sitting so I can just put the other frame right underneath it and set it down.
Yeah, and for Drama Queen, I'll take off the body bolts and everything, the cab bolts, and so that way it's just sitting there on the frame, but I'll do the body work while she's there on the frame, and then when it comes to time to finding a frame for her, then we'll switch it out, and I'll probably actually use that frame since it's no good for like a small drag or something. Get one of those plow drags and everything for the lane and everything.
That's been a bad year for me with the constant travel. I think I was in that one town for almost 5 months, maybe more.
Well, it's been a bad year for both of us because, you know...
Well, I wanted to work on that Jag.
Yeah, because a lot of things have been happening on both of our ends. Stuff hasn't matched up and everything. We're not saying that for no drama or no way, shape, or form. It just... This year just actually kind of sucked for everything. It just...
Wasn't a good year.
No, stuff didn't line up. And because we've been saying, oh, we're going to do this and this and this, but it just didn't happen. So that's why we're going to start to say, it's like, yeah, it's whatever happens and happens, but next month in October, the Cadillac is going to happen. Hopefully. So, but yeah, it just, we don't mean to just say stuff and nothing happens. Just real life kind of gets in the way. So yeah, apologies again for not having words on talking about the Parklane, because we talked about it so much already and we've gone through it. So
go over to other 56. Let's compare the wipers and that.
Yeah, we'll be doing that tomorrow, because today it just...
I'm kind of itching. I want to dig into it.
I know.
There's a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah, so I guess that's pretty much about everything. The work yard's still a mess. Cleaning it up this week. I was around some errands and some things that I got to do. So, and tomorrow too. It was going to be today, but it's getting too late in the day. But we're going to be measuring some rear axles, get a general idea to see what I could put underneath this. Of course, she needs new leaf springs. Everything needs to be redone. Excuse me. I've got to get a tool out of the shed and everything, take off those big bolts in the back, and loosen up the hubs in the back, because I think that's what's just pretty much made the rear axle kind of seize, because the hubs are kind of, you know, rusted together to the hub, like what the front ones here were. But I've unlocked both of them.
Well, the angle it was laying down, I mean, the water probably got down inside that pumpkin.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to measure around and see what I could temporarily borrow out of something.
Probably a giant rust signal right there.
Yeah. I will recommend, if you do get down there, there are stickers.
I ain't laying down.
Okay. But yeah, a lot of the original stuff is still there. It's still there onto this old girl. And the reason why I jacked her up is so that way I could start doing measurements and take off the fenders, back fenders, once I get everything moved around this week. So, yeah, again, sorry for kind of not having some words to recap for on the 56 Parklane, because we exercised it, you know, through and through already. So, yeah. So what do you think so far on this? Because I'm about to do the body work, and you know I'm got all the stuff to start doing the skeletal structure.
All we need is a small shed to set it in.
We need a small shed to put stuff in. Oh, there's a cottontail. I think that's that one that knows we're not going to go after her.
Dare you try to catch it?
No. Nope. But moving stuff around. I'm even going to prep the kit card there, so that way Tucker can start whittling away at that, because that's going to get scooted back some.
Yeah, I've been trying to make a list of stuff I want. I got a big list for that 67 Mustang. I got one for that Barracuda over there.
Yeah.
Still lucky I found that 440 for it pretty cheap.
I know. Well, I found it first. I was going to keep it back for any 68 Charger that I may find. But since that may be years off and everyone wants an arm and leg for them now, I figured it's like, well, no reason to have it sit and go to waste, so you can use it for your Barracuda.
Yeah, 440 and a Barracuda.
So, anything that you may want to add on to the Cadillac other than just up, or what?
No, this is your project. You have to.
Well, I always want to have your input on stuff, because you know, we share and own everything. The door does open up. I did loosen up the steering, so it actually does turn. When I do position around the 62 Invicta, when we can actually, you know, get to the engine and everything, you know, I'll block it up so that way I could borrow the tires off of her onto it. So, yeah, I got a lot of stuff to do. But the first thing that's going to come off is pretty much that side over here.
Handles still back there.
I'm sorry, what?
You got multi-window handles on those.
Oh yeah, I gotta figure out how to take those off.
Oh yeah, you had the original dash to this, I forgot.
Yeah, it's the one laying over there.
You left it on the ground.
Well, I moved it.
On the ground.
Yeah. Well, everything's on the ground. I haven't had time. I've been so busy.
I'd stick that dash to that road runner over there, just protect it.
I got another spot to put it at.
If you don't do it, I will.
Yeah. But yeah.
Stick it in the 56 over there for now.
Yeah, I could, because I'll be out this week to move everything. So other than that, bonus video this coming Wednesday.
I'm sorting the 56.
Yes, the parts car.
The four-door wagon over there is just full of stuff.
Yeah, just kind of bonus, you know, just some extra videos. You know, sorting that out, and then we're going to go around and measure rear axles for this. Because I know people don't like it already, but this is just going to get a 428 standard Cobra Jet automatic. I decided to just keep it automatic. Turn it into a cruiser, make it more like a 70s type of luxury, you know, all-day driver car. But I'll, you know, modernize it with a lot of stuff, you know, Bluetooth, GPS, you know, with security and stuff like that. So,
most of your floorboards there.
Yeah, I gotta clean the dirt out in the back there, obviously. But that floorboard's still pretty damn good. All back there.
You can crawl in it.
Yeah, I've already been in there. I've already stood up in her. But yeah, I gotta take all that stuff off on that side.
The other doors still have the original cranks.
I think almost all of them. Let me call it with this. Yeah, it's chunky.
Oh,
yeah, they're all there.
Yeah, matching set.
I still don't know how
that
to...
little stuff there. There's a little, should be a little pin.
Oh yeah, it's pressed in with the spring. Well, yeah, you kind of know how they are. Oh, okay.
You push that in, and there should be a little pin or something in there. You pop that out. Some of the different years had little Allen screws, but I think most of them are pins.
I'm so happy you're here because I don't know how to mess with those. Always knowing about the screw in the middle.
Here.
Yeah, I gotta get some really highly potent Resto.
Right,
yeah, I gotta get some very high potent rust penetrator for everything. So yeah, and people are wanting me to turn this into a convertible. No. This would ruin the car, and that's not my vision. I know how to fix this. I started this last year. Health issues and other stuff got in the way, and well, I'm going to go back to it this year.
I had one guy worried that I was going to turn that Victoria over there into a convertible. I was like,
no.
It's a hard top.
No, it's...
I found a second one.
If the top was... Yeah, if it was worse shape, yeah.
I'm kind of itching to get working on that.
I know, so I'm trying to get stuff going. Tomorrow too.
There's an '84 Ford over there. I want to do a cab swap and.
I know, Dad's
going.
Yeah, Dad's high boy. If I got to move him temporarily, he'll be in the front of the line. So that way, it's just right there. We just pull it out and yank it over. Right now, I'm just making room for a lot of stuff for the ones that start doing right away.
Have everything, get it going. Just.
Yeah.
Got front end for it sitting over there.
Yep, like I said, one-man army, a lot of things I'm doing. That's why a lot of people comment is like, oh, your place looks like trash. I was like, well, yeah, I'm one-man army. I can't do everything by myself.
3 motors ready to start up. That 500 Cadillac can be going. That Buick there. There's a Jaguar over here I want to do. I know that engine in that 99, or what's left of that 99. I know that'll start.
Oh, we've already had threats and death threats over that Jag.
Yeah.
Because it's illegal and the government of the state wanted it chopped up and everything.
Yeah, it could be either had to be sold for parts or crushed. So I bought the whole car for parts. And well, as you can see, I parted the car.
Yep. Once we turned the VIN numbers in and showed them the picture, it's like, oh, okay, that's fine. That's more than fine.
Yes.
Yeah. But other than that,
I want to see what that V8 with the twin overcams will do.
I wonder what I was going to deal with. And this is and you made it finalized. You're going to put it in this old girl.
In the 56.
Okay. And of course, this is custom line. Yeah, custom line.
I got everything to it. The only thing I'm missing is the grill and the hood ornament.
Yep. And this is
the original seats. I don't know if that was in there. That's coming out.
Yeah, and of course, 56 and the Parklane over there. We got a lot of 56 cars somehow.
It's all right.
Oh no, nothing wrong with that.
There's a lot of 46s out here too for some reason.
Yeah.
It seemed like every time I went down there, I was looking at a car. It turned out to be a 46.
You know what? That looks like the same damn window as that Parklane. Look at that.
Same wipers too.
Yep. Look at that. I knew that a lot of them, had the same stuff, but with
this
different trim packages.
This would be my first car I ever bought.
Yeah.
Instead, I saw a '66 Galaxy. I had to have that.
Oh yeah.
And I turned around, still bought it.
But yeah. I guess other than that, it's just kind of a talk. Not like a blog, I guess just a talk. I don't know how you want to label this. Last couple weeks for these kind of videos to be out, and then gonna do a little bit of a different kind of production on videos, documenting stuff in a more professional manner, doing an online library with everything here, and going from there. Really moving everything, getting stuff out of the way, cars into their proper places, stuff, you know, positioned out in the front, stuff picked up.
Yeah, and how many cars did you haul home when I wasn't here? 12?
Somewhere in there.
Yeah, that's all kinds of stuff I missed.
Yeah, because first it was...
Yeah, I found another Mustang, and I wasn't here to see it, so it's like, well, happens.
Oh, you mean the 73 over there?
I remember seeing it sitting there, but...
Oh, you mean the one that's hauled home? Yeah. Well, I figured one's a Grande, the other one's a standard, but one's an automatic with
I can't remember what my 70 was over there.
Your 70 was a standard 302.
No,
what the body's
extra trim.
No, yours was a Grande as well.
Yeah, that's a Grande.
Yeah. Yeah, the 70 Grande.
Yeah.
With the 69 front clip.
That's a regular. That one's just a regular coupe.
Yeah, that one's just standard coupe. But yeah, yours is a Grande. That's the bigger sister than mine. Yeah, dangerous thing. Yeah. People want us to work on that, but it's like, no, we're not situated. We don't want to.
We want to concentrate on what you see sitting here right now.
Yep, and I also gotta, you know, yank the 55 Ford over here, but I'll do that later in the week once I get the rest of the stuff over here. The custom cab, and then everything should be ready to go. So once I get some stuff going and everything throughout winter, tear apart the parts cars, so that way I don't have to worry about too much. So because we're going to have a very nasty winter supposedly, and I don't want to be careful. So yeah, other than that, don't know what else to say. Again, sorry for kind of tripping up on the Parklane. Just, we've talked and done so much stuff with it already, just don't know what else to really say, in honesty. It's why I was kind of poking around. I was like, oh, the engine here, stuff here. It's like, I don't know.
Another 64 Galaxies sort
out. Let's do that on tomorrow as well, because we'll do that for a bonus video, and I gotta have a special, I gotta grab that special tool in order to open up that trunk. So, anything else that you want to add for anything? So yeah, okay.
Over an hour if I kept running my mouth.
Well, it's going to be over an hour when we sort stuff out and everything, and measure rear axles for this, because this is going to get a 9-inch rear end underneath her.
I would.
Yeah, because we well, I shouldn't say accident. Well, it wasn't our accident, but it was the Crusher's deal that crushed both of our 472 blocks. And since they're kind of, like I said, hard to come by, and everyone wants an arm and a leg for a freight, and the ones that people want to sell you, they're like, oh, well, this, and they're like ruined, cracked, or warped. So it's like, you know, we got to access the 428, 352. They're all heavy duties, 390s.
You really can't. 428s, 390 stuff is pretty hard to kill.
Well, even 410 Marauders.
Same block.
410 Marauder Cobra Jet. Or wait, no, they're not called Cobra Jets. The ones. No,
the 410
Super Marauder, or whatever they're called. With
that's a Marauder.
Yeah, I know the 410 Marauder, but what are they called with the 2.4 same setup, almost like a Cobra Jet or a Super Cobra Jet?
The ones I ever seen were just the 4 barrels.
Yeah, it's like
they probably had them out there. All they are is
well, I do
390 with a 428 crank in it with 390 GTS heads and intakes. That's all they are.
Yep, that's all it is. And switch out the intake for the ones for the 428 Super Cobra Jet.
I think they had a 460, and I think they had a 429 also, if I remember right.
Cobra Jets, you mean?
No, Marauders.
Oh, I think. Gosh dang it!
If I remember right, there's the 410, 429, and the 460.
Yeah.
I think. I'm probably wrong, but
it's been a while, yeah. Because we're starting to get back.
All three engines had the same paint scheme on it, and I don't remember what they were.
A lot of them were blue, weren't they? That one type of base blue.
I don't remember.
I know some 390s were. I know some 352s.
If I get to it, there's one right behind that door, right over there.
Well, we gotta get to it sometime in the future, because we're gonna be needing parts out of there for our cars. Because then
I know there's a was that a 68 Torino?
No, it's a 69 Fairlane 500 fastback.
Then there's another 66 Galaxy Thunderbird Special sitting in there. Then there's a 27 Chrysler coupe had the full coupe, had the full trunk lid on it, not the rumble
Yeah,
seat.
this is the Chrysler Imperial, rare.
And that thing's probably 90% complete. The engine, I got the engine off the other side full of oil, so it wouldn't lock up.
You just need the rear axle, the trunk lid,
And a seat.
and a seat. Yep. And we're going to be making reproduction bodies off of that too. Because, oh yeah, the Willie's night, we're going to pull that out.
I want to mess with that.
Yeah, that's going to be pulled out next year, because right now I got to get stuff.
That's another, I got a big itch to work on.
Yeah.
And that engine, for as long as it's been sitting out, still, get that crank in, it still turns over.
Yeah, I got to...
With pinholes in the valve cover.
I got to figure out how to unlock the wheels, the steering, so that way I can get it over here. So, yeah. So yeah, I guess just pretty much a BS talk on this one and everything since he's here. But bonus video on Wednesday, it'll be another long one. Just rummaging around. He'll be here, but of course for when it's uploaded on Wednesday, he'll be gone. I guess that's everything. I didn't put it back right. So, alrighty. I guess that's everything. If you know, wanted, well, no, excuse me. Comment something down below about anything on the cars and stuff like that. And
I got a dent in my Jag.
oh, on the bottom there, on the rocker pan. Yeah, it's been there.
How come I never noticed?
We talked about it.
Did we?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been there.
Shit.
The guy hit a big rock on the road, and it's been there.
Why not?
Yeah. No, it's just few stuff on your Jag, on the 74 Jag. So, but yeah, also reason why too, I'm getting this to move on its own suspension, so that way I can move it out of the way, so we could do stuff on these cars and pull them out too. Yeah, this car was extremely good on gas, as he said. So just gotta really clean it up, do some body work, get that top done. We gotta test it out, see if it's leaking yet or not.
I don't think it is. There's no, I've never seen any damage in it.
Okay.
No water damage.
Hey, what's with that one headrest on the passenger side here? See, it's indented in.
Yeah.
That I've just now noticed that. What's going on with it? Is it just old?
Yeah, losing stuff.
Ah. Well, original seats. I mean,
I like the way the seats sit. For as old as the car is. I like it.
you'll be able to fit into it just fine. I gotta get some butter to squeeze my butt in there.
Yeah, usually you gotta turn sideways when you come in, then kind of swing in.
Yeah. But yeah, is your foot in the way? No. Okay, I'm gonna get this load over here. But yep. But yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much of everything. Don't know what else to really talk about, because I'm trying to get stuff going and positioned for him to be here so he can work on his stuff, work on my stuff, you know, joint stuff, and help on whatever needs to be helped on, and go from there. It's a slow walk up the hill, and stuff is going to be worked on. Oh, hey, I see something dangling down right here, something gray, like a fuse. See it? Oh, came out of its holder there.
Switch. So it says something switch.
Yeah, it came out of a holder right there. Ooh, I'll bit you. Oh,
That's it back in there.
looks like it's
I'm missing a panel.
Oh yeah, I wonder if there's a. Is that it?
Yep.
Oh. Oh, look at that. Now,
You must have had it out for a reason, so I better.
Yeah, I better keep it right there.
Yeah, leave it right there as a reminder.
Yeah. We'll have to reference to the book and see what the heck that fuse is to. But alrighty, anything else that you guys want us to talk about in the video when we're tearing stuff out and going over parts and everything this coming Wednesday, just put it down in the comment section of this video. Anything else that you want to add? Oh, it still looks okay.
Yeah.
Nothing to worry about.
That's just dirty.
I would have had to put some silicone up there
That's
for a temporary
dirty.
fix.
Oh, I hope not. I would put it like that.
No. So, alrighty, anything else that you want to add?
No, I think we're good.
Alrighty. Well, like I said, last videos, stuff like this, put out some better production ones. Do some formats, stuff will change here and there. Things will still be, you know, straightforward and how they are, and I'll bring out some more shorts, and I'll do my proper research, because I actually screwed up on the rocket, the 371 rocket. I actually called it the J2, and it's not a J2. I read it wrong. It's just a standard 371 big block rocket.
On what?
On the 57 Oldsmobile.
Oh,
Yeah, that's, so it's, you were right. It was a rocket. You looked like it, and it's gonna stay. It's matching numbers car.
Yeah, I would. I wouldn't even turn it to a...
Nope, it's gonna stay. It's gonna stay a four-door sedan. It's gonna stay a four-door sedan.
Some cars are meant to stay a four-door.
Yep. So, but I already know what engine to put in the 41 Oldsmobile two-door sedan.
This actually sits pretty good.
It does, doesn't it?
Plenty of leg room.
So, alrighty, I guess that's everything. So, y'all have a good night. Take care and stay safe. See you later, and thanks again for the support you've shown us all this time.